Excuse me. Can I help you today?
I'd like to buy a car.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eugene Landy. Do you know who this man is? Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Well, the new movie Love and Mercy opened over the weekend to good box office and some very good early reviews. It's well-deserved, too. I grew up in Southern California. I grew up to the music of the Beach Boys. They represented sun, surf, good vibrations. But the story behind that music is considerably darker, and that is the story that director Bill Pohlad has chosen to tell in Love and Mercy. And it's a harrowing one.
The talking in your head, that's part of the song?
Jesus Christ!
Part of the music.
You are not hungry. You think you're hungry.
Stop!
Brian, time for your pills. Come on.
It really revolves around Brian Wilson, the tortured genius, the brilliant person behind the music of the Beach Boys, from all those great songs like God Only Knows to Wouldn't It Be Nice, you name it. But in real life, it wasn't quite so nice for him. His father didn't give him the praise or moral support when he was younger, when he was turning out these tunes. The father just looked at him and his brothers who made up the Beach Boys as a cash machine, and he became their manager until they fired him. Later in life, he hooked up with a psychotherapist named Dr. Eugene Landy, who was bad news all around. He controlled Brian Wilson 24 hours a day. There was a period where Brian Wilson said he couldn't even get out of bed for 3 years. Yes, it was mental illness, but it was misdiagnosed. Fortunately, a woman came into his life. She became his second wife. She's played beautifully here by Elizabeth Banks. She saw what was happening to him, and she intervened. Thank God.
He's my legal guardian. He's protecting me.
No, he's over-medicating you.
Can you swim?
Brian will not be able to see you anymore.
You can't do that, Gene.
Yes, I can.
The movie is interestingly cast here because it's two actors playing the role of Brian Wilson. It's Paul Dano, brilliant as the younger Brian Wilson. He even sings here, although most of the music in the film is the actual tracks of the Beach Boys themselves. And then there is, as the older Brian Wilson, for the darker side of his story, John Cusack. This underrated actor is once again just excellent in this role. Both of them deserve awards recognition later in the year for this very serious-minded movie, which is not your typical summer fare, although it revolves all around all things summertime on the surface. Elizabeth Banks is terrific, and Paul Giamatti is given basically the villain role here, and does it well, although there are no shades of gray to his character. I highly recommend this movie to anybody who loves the Beach Boys like I did, and the music of Brian Wilson in particular. This is something worth seeing and worth seeking out. I say if that fits the bill for you, then definitely go.